Hi, second graders. Happy Wednesday. Today I have a story called Gary and Harry. Yesterday in your slideshow, you read a Scholastic News about sea turtles. And this is the story of two turtles in the ocean, and they run into a pretty big problem. So, as I read this story to you today, I want you to think about the problem that they are going through and what you can do to help prevent that problem. It's called Gary and Harry, A Tale of Two Turtles. Deep in the sparkling sea, Gary, the green turtle, and his best friend, Harry, the hawksbill turtle, played in their ocean home. Each day they would swim to the surface and happily dive beneath the waves. Can you see why this guy is a hawksbill turtle? He has the nose of a hawk like that. Gary and Harry loved their carefree life in the sea and liked to visit their many ocean friends, like Olivia the octopus, Lori the lobster, and even Herman, the grumpy old hermit crab, who was really nothing but a big softy under that crusty old shell. For Gary and Harry, each day was a great underwater adventure. Some days they would explore deep into dark underwater caverns. Remember that sea turtles can swim thousands of miles, they can swim very fast. Other days they would search for long lost treasures buried deep in the hulls of old sunken ships. When they wanted a good laugh, they would visit the crazy clownfishes who performed Harold Harlequin Shrimp's spectacular sea circus. One day after their morning adventure, Gary and Harry were especially hungry. As always, it was difficult deciding what to have for lunch, since they had very different tastes in food. How about a salty seaweed salad made of fresh algae? Gary suggested. Algae? Yuck! Harry replied, making a face. I'd rather have a nice, tasty jellyfish. His wish had been answered, for suddenly a school of jellyfish floated by. Wow! Look at all of those jellyfish. Harry quickly swam to the largest one and swallowed it in one big gulp. Gary expected to hear a satisfied, ah, but instead, Harry responded with a terrified, ah! Harry was gasping and choking. That was no jellyfish he had swallowed. It was a plastic bag. Harry knew many sea turtles had died from choking on plastic bags, but he never once thought it would happen to him. So these are like the plastic grocery bags that a lot of you know about. Harry desperately tried everything to remove the plastic bag, but it just wouldn't come out. His life flashed before him. Luckily, Gary had just completed his turtle safety class, and by using the Heimlich maneuver, the plastic bag flew right out of Harry's throat. Phew, that was close, Harry said while catching his breath. How did a plastic bag get in the ocean anyway? How else? Gary answered. The humans. Well, they need to be more careful to keep their trash out of our homes, Harry said angrily, and Gary couldn't agree with him more. Suddenly, Harry's stomach rumbled. All the excitement worked up his appetite. Well, I'm starving, he told Gary. Let's get lunch. And just then a beautiful jellyfish floated by. Look, Harry, just what you asked for, lunch. After what Harry had been through, suddenly jellyfish didn't seem very appealing. I'll pass on jellyfish for a while. Maybe I'll try one of those salty seaweed salads. Gary's face quickly lit up. Well, I know the perfect place to go, he said excitedly. And with a flick of their flippers, they quickly dove through the crystal blue water, eager to enjoy a nice, delicious, relaxing lunch. The end. So, boys and girls, this is an actual problem with pollution in oceans, and even though this is a story about two sea turtles who are friends, it very much is true. There is a problem of sea creatures who get a hold of things that are in the ocean that really shouldn't be. And so, my question to you today is, how can you help? How can you in Carol Stream? Far, far away from living in an ocean. But how can we make a difference so that something like this doesn't happen? So you will respond to that today on your Google form. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I miss you guys. Thanks for listening.